Andrew, I commend everything that you're doing. Thank you for being with us here today in your office, and thank you for having us here in Parliament. It's beautiful to be here with you. And every testament, we look forward to sharing the stage together in Geneva. And it's our hope that many people will travel across Europe to join us. It's important that we take a stand. You know, the question is, what won't you do for your freedom? We can't place all the burden on your shoulders. We must all rise together in this. You know, this is a shared journey. This is a shared challenge. We all have a role to play. It's easy for people to say, well, Andrew's doing this and Dan's doing that. We must work together. This is a time for people to come together. What's your last message to people at home? What can they do right now to support you and to support the cause?
Well, they've got to lobby their elected representatives at all levels and be aware that they've got to be aware that what we're seeing in our democracy, it has been usurped. The party system is now corrupted, and we need to get to direct democracy as soon as possible. Demos is from the Greek. Demos is the people, and kratos is the power. How powerful do the people really feel? I don't think they feel very powerful. I think they're scared of what government's going to do to them next. It's not just in this country. I'm speaking to Australians, to Canadians, to Americans. It's exactly the same. It's all over Europe as well. So we need to put the people back in control. If I had my way, and I think the system we'll have to bring in, we'll have to move to the Swiss model. We'll get rid of the House of Lords completely, halve the number of MPs, no external interests, and all legislation on quarterly referendums and debates with the people. And then the people will be the government to own. Because when we've won this, I don't want to be in a position that in my dotage, anyone will ever, or when I'm lying on my deathbed thinking that this is going to be done to the people again, because it can never be done again. We need to lay the foundations to make sure it can't. And putting the people back in charge of their own futures is the best way.
I completely agree with you. The challenge I have with this now is, in the world where the media is so controlled and captured, democracy requires information, requires full information, requires people to be informed to make choices, informed consent over their choices. Yet the tyranny of the majority is also a very real risk. During COVID, people were literally grappling at the door to shut us down because of the information they were being given.
Legacy media they're finished. They're finished that's why they're so committed to the narrative, because they're going down with the corrupt politicians and the corrupt businesses who've done this to the people. They're finished at the same time. We're going to have a new sort of media. We're going to have a new sort of politics. We're going to have and build a new society, something better than we had before.
Absolutely. Andrew Bridgen, thank you so much for being here with us on the Free Humanity Podcast. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you in Geneva.
See you in Geneva.
My single piece of advice to any future Prime Minister is never, ever have a referendum on anything.